You're back with us here at the Cuneta Astrodome. Good afternoon. This is Ed Pixon together with our guest analyst for this game, Coach Norman Black of San Miguel Beer. This is Alaska Milk versus Coney Island. Starting off for Alaska, we have Merwin Castelo, Johnny Amarientos, Alex Araneta, Pochuino, and Ruel Gomez. For Coney Island, it's Frankie Lim, Glenn Capascio, Jerry Cordillera, Alvin Patrimonio, and Ray Evangelista.
Well, almost similar to the way Alaska started off against the San Miguel Beer team with both John Cardell and Lastimosa coming off the bench tonight.
That is correct. Frankie Lim trying to shake off Johnny Barrientos. 5 seconds on the shot clock of Coney Island. I wonder if Glenn Capascio is aware of that. He takes it inside, gets blocked by Huino. Ball is live. No, it's not.
Yes, he did not hit the rim, so it's going to be a 25-second violation on the Coney Island team. Good start for Alaska here on the first play. The big difference you see for the Coney Island team is, one, Frankie Lim is out there tonight starting for Coney Island, and also Capascio. Glenn Capascio is in the starting lineup, whereas normally it would be he's on starting off.
Good observation. We're still in a scoreless tie. Johnny Barrientos off to Ruel Gomez, the gunner for Alaska Milk. Alvin Patrimonio doesn't give him the shot. Johnny Barrientos tries to get around Frankie Lim. There's going to be illegal defense spotted by referee Maglaya, who is doing this job together with referees Ledesma and Chua.
Well, normally a bad omen for the teams is when you get a illegal defense very early in the game.
Barely a minute gone by. Johnny Barrientos out to Ruel Gomez. Gomez might have forced that shot. He actually hesitated a bit.
Well, no problem with Frankie Lim's legs on that play.
Oh, yes.
As he got up for the rebound.
Jerry Cordillera asking for the pass inside, but Huino is all over him. Coney Island trying to be more deliberate in its attack. Glenn Capascio from way out is short. Ray Evangelista picks up the loose ball. There's a triple team on him. Jerry Cordillera looks out to Frankie Lim for the three. Yes!
Well, it becomes very obvious right at the start of the game that Alaska's game plan is to go after both Jerry Cordillera and Alvin Patrimonio, double team them, leaving the outside shooters open on the outside.
Well, that's what Johnny Barrientos revealed in that interview. He says that the instructions are, any time the ball goes to low post, they're going to double, triple team. Here's Johnny. There's the handoff to Alex Araneta. That's going to be an offensive foul.
Well, Araneta was a big plus for Alaska in their game against us, as he got off to a very good start with 6 points in the very beginning of the basketball game. But right there you can see he pushes off of his left arm and is called for the offensive foul.
Good call by referee Ledesma. Glenn Capascio being harassed by Merwin Castelo. Well, Castelo can certainly be a very pesky customer. He just doesn't let up.
That is his strength, playing good defense.
Yeah.
He also has some offensive skills, too, which I think will be developed as he gets older here in the PBA.
4 seconds on the shot clock of Coney Island, down to 2. Frankie has to let go.
Great defense by Alaska.
And Coach Tim Cohen in the sidelines applauding the defense that was put up by his boys. However, Coney Island still leads it at 3-0. 9 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the first period. Johnny Barrientos comes out to meet the ball up against Frankie Lim, and referee Ledesma halts play to call the foul.
Foul on Frankie Lim. His first personal first team foul for coming out of high school.
Well, I think if the first 2 minutes are any indication what Coach Chut Reyes said before the game, it's going to come true tonight, as both teams are having a very difficult time scoring.
This is a very defensive-oriented game, but Ruel Gomez punctures the hoop and the defense of Coney Island with that outside shot. 1 point lead for Coney Island at 3-2. Ray Evangelista with a snap shot from the flank. Pochuino comes down with the rebound, and Johnny Barrientos is off.
He's at his best right here.
Sets up Ruel Gomez. That one won't go, and Evangelista trying to save it at the baseline. Gives it over to Frankie Lim. Outlet pass to Glenn Capascio. Ruel Gomez is waiting for him, and Glenn says, wait a minute. Evangelista posting up against Castelo. Kicks it out to Patrimonio. Here's Capascio, now getting a bit gun shy. Jerry Cordillera. He puts it up.
Well, the last time I did the telecast, I said that Jerry was not playing very well, but that has certainly changed in the last 6 or 7 games as he's been playing great basketball.
Jerry Cordillera certainly has picked up the slack here for Coney Island and has been at the forefront in the past few games, especially here in the semifinal round. Johnny A loses control. 8 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's a 3-point lead by Coney Island Ice Cream.
Because of the pressure on the guards, Alvin Patrimonio is bringing the ball up the court. He goes for the shot immediately.
Nobody marked him from the outside. A lot of people take for granted Alvin Patrimonio's outside shooting, but time and again he has proven them wrong.
Well, he's such a good player down low, and he gets to the foul line so often. That's where he really belongs, but I think he can really develop into a three-point shooter once he gets a little bit older in the PBA. He has a great follow-through in his shot.
Johnny Barrientos in the meantime gets an incursion and cuts the lead down to 3 again at 7-4. Ray Evangelista off to Alvin Patrimonio. Capaccio against Costello. Frankie Lim. Jerry Cordillera takes it inside. Not there. Gomez taps it. Evangelista dives for it. Jerry Cordillera picks up the loose ball. Alvin Patrimonio, three-point country. Yes! Triple V by the captain.
Oh, he makes me look like a genius on that play. Now, he does have a great follow-through, good touch on this shot.
Yeah. That's what happens when you learn the basics. You don't forget them, even if you are concentrating on the inside game.
What a move by Johnny.
Johnny Barrientos again
Stutter
creating
step.
that.
Yes, great stutter step move that time by Johnny Barrientos.
Jerry Cordillera, double team. Capaccio, they swing it over to the weak side. Another long one by Patrimonio. That one is too much.
That time I didn't look too smart.
Joel Gomez tried to shake off Glenn Capaccio.
Yes, he went to the well one time too often that
Precisely.
time. Alvin did.
Took the words out of my mouth there. Meantime, we have a foul called on Glenn Capaccio, his first. 10-6, 4-point lead for Coney Island. Guinho.
That's going to be an off defensive foul on Glenn Capaccio. That's going to be a second personal.
Back-to-back fouls by Glenn Capaccio.
He didn't like the idea that Johnny was trying to set a screen that time. Yeah. Ran right through him.
Here comes Johnny Barrientos beating the ball again. Jumper by Johnny won't go, and Frankie Lim has the rebound. Glenn Capaccio spots a small opening, all he needed.
Well, Coney Island has found no need to come down and set up their offense as they're coming down off of semi-fast breaks and hitting those outside shots.
And that gives them a 6-point lead with 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first period.
That's confidence, Ed, when you can just come down on a semi-fast break and just pull up and hit from the outside.
Well, if you had a team with these kinds of players, you'll have the confidence too. Look at that. Another fast break play by Coney Island, anchored on Jerry Cordillera. Don't forget, we're going to be showing you a Moonlight break fluid fast break later on in the ball game.
Well, I think the Alaska players thought Coach Tim Cone was going to call a timeout that time. They were very slow coming up the court.
And now they throw the ball away, and we have a timeout. This one is credited to Coney Island. Good Sunday crowd on hand here at the Cuneta Astrodome for this game between Coney Island Ice Cream and Alaska Milk. Currently, the count stand is at 14-6, an 8-point lead by Coney Island, but that one...
Yes, Alaska came up with full court pressure that time with Araneta on the front of the press and forced a turnover.
Well, a big run there by Coney Island, Coach Norman. To what do you attribute that?
Alaska's not shooting well right now, and Coney Island's controlling their defensive boards, something that we didn't do against Alaska, and getting out in the fast break. The last time it was Jerry Cordillera that got out in the fast break.
And now Alaska is lapsing into some passing errors. Frankie Lim is left open from the outside.
Well, let's face it, Coney Island's playing some great defense.
Here's Merwin Costello. Johnny Barrientos wants to set it up. As well they should.
When you think about it, the 3 of the leading scorers for Alaska have yet to come into ball game.
That's Jojo Lastimosa, Bong Hawkins, and Jonadel Cardell.
So maybe Coach Tim Cone is thinking if he can stay close, he can come in with his main guns.
Ray Evangelista working against Merwin Castello. Here's Capascio. Score still standing at 14-6 in favor of Coney Island. Patrimonio to Jerry Cordillera. There's the double team. Patrimonio, look away pass. Intended for Glenn Capascio. Went wild. Here's Johnny Abarientos. Sets up Ruel Gomez, who sees Huino inside. Huino trying to look for some space. Johnny Abarientos misses the shot. Merwin Castello was there.
That's great jumping ability by Castello coming in for the offensive rebound.
And they cut the lead down to 6 at 14-8. Jerry Cordillera bumping bodies with Huino. The follow-away shot, nothing there, and Huino grabs the rebound for Alaska. Johnny Abarientos again leading the attack. Ruel Gomez, shadowed by Glenn Capascio. Here's Castello. Abarientos using the pick by Alex Araneta. Hands off to Merwin Castello. Left-handed flip won't go. And Patrimonio has the rebound off to Glenn Capascio. By that time they were able to run their play, Norman, but nothing came out of it. They did everything right with the shot.
If Costello has one weakness, it's his outside shooting, and he shot that one from about 18 feet. I don't think that was a very good shot for him. The good thing that Coney Island's doing is they're cutting off the middle against Johnny.
Well, that time, pure tenacity by Alex Araneta netted him the 2 points.
And that's what the coaches like to see. I mean, Coney Island was the one that called the timeout, but Tim Cone was able to make the adjustments in the timeout, and now his team is back in the ball game. And believe it or not, they just got a 10-second violation.
Yes. Unable to cross the line in time.
Yes, you don't see that one very often in basketball.
No. Meantime, we have Bong Hawkins coming in for Merwin Castello.
So really, if that was what Coach Tim Cone had in mind, he's accomplished that, staying in the game until his big guns came in the ball game.
And we have a timeout. Like we said, a good Labor Day crowd here at the Cuneta Astrodome. Jojo Lastimosa is in the ballgame for the first time together with Bong Hawkins. On the other side, it's Manny Victorino, who was checked in for Coney Island vice Alvin Patrimonio.
Well, Coach Chut Reyes has a lot of confidence in Ray Evangelista.
Oh, yes.
Getting a lot of playing time, about 33 minutes a night in his first conference in the PBA.
4 seconds on the shot clock of Coney. Olson Rosella is also in the game, and he makes his presence felt.
Yes, he makes that long shot. Yes, but Tim Cone can ask for no more. That's the third time that they've been able to force Coney Island to take shots at the end of their shot clock.
Coney Island just broke a long silence. They were leading at 14-6. Alaska was able to creep up to 14-10. Now it's 16-10. Ruel Gomez with a jumper. 1 minute and 32 seconds to go in the first period. Ray Evangelista.
A man of many skills, even bringing the basketball off the court. As Manny Victorino is going to be called for an offensive foul.
Well, Manny certainly has not shown us that he has adjusted to his new team. Seems to be grappling with something there.
Doesn't seem to be very comfortable in the Coney Island system, as of yet, maybe.
Still a 6-point lead for Coney Island. Bong Hawkins in a difficult situation. 2 shots will be awarded as Manny Victorino picked up his second personal foul.
Well, you have to understand that Coney Island is a very disciplined team. They're a team that likes to do exactly what Coach Chut Reyes wants them to do. And let's face it, Manny's been used to a freewheeling type game since his early in his career when he played with me back with Great Taste. We were a fast-breaking running team. He's the type of player who likes to get out on the fast break, hit dunk shots or layups.
For a big guy, you know, he's more of an open court
That's correct.
player.
And this team is very, very disciplined in the way they play. And it's just going to take a while for Manny to adjust to this Coney Island team.
Meantime, Jerry Cordillera and Glenn Capascio go on in favor of Alvin Patrimonio, and Vince Fizon, who usually starts off for Coney Island.
Well, this is what I was talking about. All of the starters for Coney Island have gone to the bench for a rest now. Patrimonio just came back in, but Ray Evangelista is still out there.
Oh, yes. As he said,
And he's a rookie, folks. He's just a rookie.
Coach Chot Reyes certainly has a lot of confidence in him, as you
Well, the
pointed
good thing
out.
about him is he doesn't make very many mistakes, mental or physical.
Well, here's Ray. There's the dish off, but Manny was not expecting it. He recovers, however. Alvin Patrimonio inside to Manny Victorino. Vince, he's on. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Illegal defense is going to be called by referee Bailey Desma.
Warning on Alaska, Bong Hawkins.
Bob Hawkins called for that. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Alaska's really getting after the Coney Island team, though.
Yeah.
They're really playing aggressive defense.
Here's Evangelista up against George Lastimosa. He's on, goes to Alvin Patrimonio. There's the double team. He tries to wiggle out of it.
Well, he's the only player in the league that can do that.
Yeah.
3 guys around him. He spins, pivots, pump fakes, and still gets to the foul line.
It's a pretty difficult task indeed. As Ray Evangelista finally gets a rest, Bong Ravenna is in for him.
Well, I don't think we keep these type of stats, but they do in the NBA, and I would say that Alvin would have to be the most fouled player in the league, if not right up there at the top.
Certainly gets to the free throw line a lot. Well, earlier you saw a shot there of Commissioner June Bernardino with team manager Elmer Yanga of the Swift Mighty Meetings. 18-12, back to a 6-point lead by Coney Island. 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. June Reyes is in the game for Alaska. Ruel Gomez gets the pass. He's up against Vince. He's on. He's looking inside. There's nobody there. Bong Hawkins up against Patrimonio. Puts it up. Manny Victorino comes down with a rebound off to Bong Ravenna. Forward now to Olsen Racela. Racela with a nice back pass to Bong Ravenna, who yo-yos the shot.
Great move by Bong. Good double pump that time to get by the defender.
Last shot time. 8-point lead here again by Coney Island. Bong Hawkins. June Reyes on the give and go. The pass goes out of bounds with 2.4 seconds left.
Well, I guess we can definitely say that Coney Island has gotten the better of the fast breaks here in the first quarter.
Well, they've had a lot, and that gave them this cushion. Well, tight inbounds pass deflected by Alvin Patrimonio. And the first 12 minutes of play will end with Coney Island in the lead by 8, 20-12. In the second quarter of this ball game, Lastimosa missing that one, and Patrimonio for the rebound to Racela.
Well, no easy shots for Alaska so far in the ball game.
So the defense has been that sticky by Coney Island. Not that it has been a breeze for Coney Island on the offensive side, but the fast break points that they've scored in the first quarter has served them in good stead. By the way, Jonadel Cardell is in the ballgame for the first time here for Alaska. This is June Reyes. Banging bodies with Olsen Racela. It's called as an offensive foul.
His first personal, first team foul for Alaska.
This is the first minute of the second quarter. Patrimonio. Nice fake by Racela, but lost the handle there. However, it will stay with Coney Island. Quino is being brought back in for Alex Araneta on the Alaska side.
6 seconds left on the shot clock for Coney Island to shoot.
There's Patrimonio putting it up. And that will be Alvin's 9th point in the game, including a 3-point shot earlier in the first quarter.
And he's showing why he's leading the MVP race once again this year, going for his 3rd MVP of his career.
Cardell with a jumper, and Vince Hezon is going to be called for the foul. Going back to Patrimonio, he's been playing sick the past couple of games. I don't know if he's recovered from that bout with a fever.
It doesn't look like he's sick tonight so far. He's hitting from the inside, he's hitting from the outside.
Yeah.
He's getting to the foul line.
Getting the rebounds.
And he's also has played great help defense so far.
10-point lead by Coney Island is cut down to 9 by that free throw by Jonadel Cardell. Remember that Coney Island is leading the semifinal round with 10 wins and 4 losses.
And they're also 3-1 so far in the semifinals, so a couple more wins for them and they will get the 5 out of 8. You can see on your screen there, Coney Island shooting 50% in the first quarter. Bong Ravenna, great move to the basket.
That's the second time that Bong Ravenna has anchored the fast break play for Coney Island in as many tries.
Well, that's one thing you don't want to do, is to unleash Bong Ravenna in the fast break in a wide open game, because he's very good, because he has great leaping ability.
So it's back to a 10-point lead for Coney Island, 24-14. Jojo Lastimosa, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Nice block by Ravenna. And Patrimonio pitches it over to Ravenna again. Jun Reyes, however, bats the ball out.
Well, Jojo has gotten off to a very slow start so far in the basketball game. Great timing by Bong on this shot. That's great defense.
Yeah.
He wasn't known for his defense when he first came into the pros.
Here's Vince Hezon. There's the bounce to Manny Victorino's wide open. That's the shot that Manny Victorino likes to take, aside, of course, from the open court basketball that he likes. Meantime, we've got an early timeout. We'll be right back. Early timeout there called by Alaska Milk. And we have Johnny Abarientos back in the game for Georgia Lastimosa. Jun Reyes, however, cans it from the outside to cut the lead down somewhat to 10 again at 26-16 for Coney Island Ice Cream. Here's Bong Ravenna. Manny Victorino.
Alaska has 2 point guards on the floor right now.
Oh.
Hezon did not pick up the basketball. What a mistake.
Mental lapse on the part of Vince Hezon, especially when you have a guy like Johnny Barrientos lurking. Can't afford to do that.
Yeah, that was not a very intelligent play on Hezon's part there. He thought he was going to go out of bounds, but Johnny did not.
It was a long way out from out of bounds. Here's Hezon inside to Patrimonio. There's the triple team. He finds Bong Ravenna.
Great passing by Alvin Patrimonio, finding the open man.
And it's a 10-point lead once again here for Coney Island Ice Cream, 28-18.
Well, this is a one-on-one play in the middle for Johnny. He's going to try to break down Rosella.
Ooh, nice pass to Ponchino. Well, you did mention that Coach Tim Cohn has gone to a 2-point guard lineup. Seems to be a pretty effective weapon, not just for Alaska. You've used that, Coach Norman.
Well, I've done it because I've had no other choice. Two of my better scorers have been down with injuries lately, so I've been using 2-point guards.
But what does it do usually? Like Santa Lucia also does that. What does it do? You got 2-point guards
can do it because Esplanas really can play second guard or point guard. But in this particular case, what it does is frees Johnny up to score more. Let Jun Reyes handle the basketball. Now Johnny, the last time he ran a play where he got the ball at the top of the key, that's a one-on-one play for him. So now you can look for him to do more scoring.
And it's now Coney Island's turn to come up with the turnovers.
Well, that's the second time that Alaska showed a little full court pressure and Coney Island turned the ball over.
Here's Jun Reyes up against Hezon. Quinio versus Patrimonio. Nice fake. Quinio gets the offensive rebound. Still won't go. Patrimonio touched the ball last. They didn't get the shot to fall, but Tim Cohn is applauding them for the effort.
Well, I think Coach Chud Reyes should be applauding Alvin Patrimonio because he was in there almost all by himself, trying to battle 2 big men.
Well, we've got Rey Evangelista coming back in together with Glenn Capasios. Johnny Barrientos hits it. As he said, Johnny Barrientos now
he's looking to score now, yes.
Down to a 6-point lead by Coney Island. They've cut the lead down to half now, or in half. Also, Rosella has it to Glenn Capasio. Baseline drive by Glenn. He runs into Johnny Barrientos, and Glenn Capasio will pick up his 3rd personal foul.
You would probably say, how come Glenn Capasio does not post up Johnny Barrientos, considering he's much bigger? The only problem is, one, Johnny has good upper body strength, and you just cannot put the ball down on the floor against him because he's very quick. two, if you notice, every time Kapasha would try to post up, the Alaska team is going to double team him.
Meantime, we'd like to say hello to a friend from Osami City. This is Mr. Aldo Roa, coming all the way from Osami City, Mindanao. Mayong gabi sa atong mga higala din sa Mindanao, sa Cagayan de Oro, General Santos, o sa Osamis. And there's Jun Reyes fumbling it and recovering. Johnny A. Almost, but not quite. Goes off Alvin Patrimonio, however.
And there you saw the strength of Winyo.
Yes.
Winyo is not a great offensive player, but he's a very strong player. He loves to hit the offensive boards, loves to set good screens like he did just there. So Johnny Abriento. So you can see now that Jun Reyes is in the game, Johnny is really looking to score.
Well, he only scored 2 points in the first quarter, now has 8. And the second period is not even halfway through yet. Jerry Cordillera in effects, and he is called for the travel.
By Alaska. So now the good defense of Alaska is starting to pay off because they're scoring on the other end. Now they're only down by 4 points.
Precisely down by 4, 6:51. And Coach Chot Reyes presses the timeout button. Getting to be an interesting ball game again here between Alaska and Coney Island as Johnny Abarientos loses the handle of the basketball. Bong Ravenna burning rubber. One-hander!
Great move by Bong. Bong Ravenna has come to play tonight.
That's what he likes to do. Bong Ravenna now with 8 points in the game with 6 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Back to a 6-point lead by Coney Island Ice Cream.
We won't have any problems finding our fast break plays tonight. Look at this one hand. Nice hop.
And that's another candidate for the Bud Light Break Fluid Fast Break, which we'll give you later on in the second half. Bong Ravenna is 4 of 4 from the floor, all of them from within point-blank range. Quino can't get it to fall. He's been getting the offensive rebounds, but his putbacks just wouldn't go in. And Johnny Abarientos with an interception. Cardell is open with a 3-point shot. Striking left for Coney Island. Ray Evangelista with a difficult shot.
Well, splitting the defense that time, getting to the hoop.
Coach Trino picked, or rather called for his first personal foul. One thing you can say about this young man, Ray Evangelista, is no flashy player, but he gets the job done. So far, however, Ray Evangelista has not scored for Coney Island. Started off with the squad this afternoon.
But you saw his numbers a few seconds ago, and that's very impressive for a rookie player.
Yes. Coney Island is in the lead by 6, 30-24. And characteristically, Ray Evangelista misses both charities. Cardell. Here's Abarientos, being watched now by Richie Tixon, who's in the ball game for the first time. Reyes gets open momentarily.
That's going to be a foul on Bong Ravenna.
Yes, he had a good line to the rebound, but got beaten to it and tried to retrieve the basketball.
Once again, Winyo getting in there for the offensive rebound.
Oh, yes.
We have a substitution as Bong Hawkins comes in for Araneta.
5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A 6-point lead here by Coney Island Ice Cream. Abarientos with a getaway, left-handed layup.
I think you can definitely say that Johnny is the quickest player in the PBA now.
I don't think too many people will dispute that statement.
I think it used to be the Bullet, but Dindo Kumar, but I think Johnny has taken over.
Richie Dixon thought about a 3-point shot, but saw Jerry Cordillera went with a higher percentage shot. Back to a 6-point lead by Coney.
That was great the way Coney Island just came down on defense. All 5 guys stopping the fast break.
Bong Hawkins could only stand there, be amazed at the quickness of the Coney Island defense. Johnny Abarientos can't get inside. This is from the outside. Frankie Lim sees Bong Ravenna and John Cardell. That's about the only thing he can do.
Well, I think what you have to do is try to pick up Bong Ravenna as early as possible. The Once he gets out on the break, he's very difficult to stop.
32-26, a 6-point lead by Coney Island Ice Cream. 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Oh, another turnover here.
By June Reyes, yes. Going back to Bong Ravenna, though, I think he's on the right team now because with his skills, and he has those two big guys underneath controlling the boards. He has the two best rebounders in the league playing with them. They can just get the rebounds and get good outlets. He can really do well in this system.
That's what he always looks out for. A nice fake by Williams. Still the ball won't drop.
Good fake, bad shot.
Yeah, he's had several of those. Bong Hawkins on the spin. Gets the ball stolen by Bong Ravenna. Here's Richie Tixon. Tixon inside to Jerry.
Jerry has been doing that consistently, beating the Alaska big men down the floor. For a guy who weighs 240 pounds, he can really run up and down the floor.
That's really no mean feat. And it's back to an 8-point lead for Coney Island Ice Cream with 34-26, 3 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. This is second quarter action. Jun Reyes. There's the handoff.
Coney Island has taken control of the momentum of the game again.
Frankie Lim with a rebound. Richie Tixon streaking down. Cordillera couldn't get to the offensive rebound. Huino got it. Here's Johnny Barrientos. There's the bounce to Poch Huino. Passes off to Jonadel Cardell, who loses the handle on the basketball. Frankie Lim, Jun Reyes trying to tap it. Lim recovers it. Goes to Bong Ravenna. Kicks it out to Richie Tixon.
And takes a three.
Yeah.
Maybe that was not the greatest shot in the world that time. Coach Chut Reyes is not very happy with that.
Coach Chut Reyes was aghast at that.
That's a rookie mistake, I guess.
There was nobody there for the rebound. All of his teammates were still in the back court. Cardell with a difficult shot.
Yeah. Great defense by Bong Ravenna. He's really playing a good all-around game tonight.
I'll just have to be sorry for Poch Huino, who's been getting the offensive rebounds, but he hasn't been able to score on those.
Well, he'll get a chance to go to the foul line this time.
Well, that's where he got his first 2 points, from the foul line, and that's where he'll try his next 2 points.
Well, Jojo Lastimosa just checked in for John Cardell. Coach Tim Cohn was telling John Cardell to go straight up and down and stop fading when he takes his shots.
Meantime, Poch Huino grimaces as he misses the free throw. Down by 8. Now by 7 at 34-27.
Well, that's a pretty low score for Alaska with only 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first half.
Correct.
As the conference goes on, Coney Island's defense is getting stingier.
Well, Giorgio Lastimosa was limited, well, actually was unable to score in his stint on the hard court. Well, the shot clock was winding down there, but Coney Island gets another opportunity.
Well, Coney Island is doing to Alaska what Alaska did to us the other night, controlling the offensive boards.
Ravenna tries it from the outside. He picks it up.
Once again, offensive rebound.
But good tap by Lastimosa. Oh, we just said that Giorgio Lastimosa was unproductive in his first appearance on the hard court this afternoon. Oh, he remedied that.
Yes, he used the basket that time to protect the basketball.
Down to a 5-point lead by Coney. Bong Ravenna kicks it out to no one.
After playing a very, very fine 4 or 5 minutes straight, Coney Island has lapsed into a couple of errors now. Bad shots and errors.
1 minute and 45 to go in the second quarter. Alex Araneta has been in and out of the hard court. He's in again. Jun Reyes open. Richie Tixon grabs the loose ball. Here's Alvin Patrimonio. They're trying to pad a 5-point lead. Frankie Lim.
Don't want to leave him open.
Yes.
He's been doing that the entire conference. In the past, you probably could leave Frankie Lim open, but I guess he's like fine wine. As he gets older, he gets better.
That's the second triple V by Frankie Lim in this ball game.
It's going to be 2 foul shots for Jojo Lastimosa as Bong Ravenna is going to be called for the foul.
That's going to be the 17th foul for Coney Island. Alaska is not yet in the penalty. They only have 3 fouls so far. By the way, in our first game this afternoon, Swift won its 4th straight game here in the semifinal round at the expense of Santa Lucia Realty. 115 to 101.
Yeah, they're determined not to go to the barber.
No, and the barber's getting impatient. It's losing a lot of business here.
Seriously, though, they're playing very well. They're playing like the Swift team of old, and certainly they're going to be a force to reckon with here in the second round of the semifinals.
Well, they were one of the teams that were seeded just before the season, together with San Miguel Beer, Alaska Milk,
and Coney Island.
Coney Island. But took a long time coming, but the Swift Mighty Meaties are at their potent best, it seems, here in the semifinal round. Wong Hawkins picking up the miss.
Great break for Alaska that time.
Lead by Coney Island down to 5. Here's Alvin Patrimonio. Codinera. Oh, that was a wild shot. Evangelista tries to save it. No.
Well, Alaska has a chance to get 2 shots for 1 now with 44.3 seconds left in the first half. If they can get a quick shot off, they will definitely get another shot after that.
Yes. Play being signaled by Merwin Costello.
That's what coaches try to do. They try to play the shot clock as much as possible, especially at the end of the quarter.
So Costello tries it from the outside offline. He tries again. Lead is cut down to 3 at 37-34. This was highest at 12.
Just a 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
Game clock reads 12 right now. Thank you, Lim. Oh. Alex Araneta called for the foul.
Well, Alaska could afford that foul. They only have 4 team fouls. With 7.2 seconds left here in the first half.
That's the time left for this inbounds play. Oh, another foul is called, this time on Ruel Gomez. And the clock is stopped at 3.7. Still a 3-point lead for Coney.
Now Alaska has to play good defense without fouling, otherwise Coney Island will go to the foul line.
Yes. Ray Evangelista takes it inside. Yes!
Scores, yeah.
Oh, wow. What a move by Ray Evangelista defying the defense of Alaska. That's the way the first half went. Good evening. This is Ed Pixon together with Norman Black with Vintage Sports coverage of the game between Alaska Milk and Coney Island. Pretty low scoring first half. 39-34 in favor of Coney Island. Jerry Codinera from the flag. That gives Coney Island another 7-point lead.
Yes, Jerry shoots that shot like it's a layup. It's about a 12-foot jump shot from the baseline.
We're in the first minute of the third quarter. Here's Johnny Abarientos. Jojo Lastimosa posting up against Ray Evangelista. Back to Abarientos. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Hawkins. Nothing there. And a loose ball foul.
Yes, that foul's going to go against Jojo Lastimosa, his first personal.
All right, let's take a look at the halftime summary. Field goal shooting, definitely Coney Island had it, Norman.
Yes, Coney Island shot better in the first half, but they also committed many more turnovers than the Alaska team. You can see also on fast break points, Coney Island had the advantage. But if you look at the other stats that we have there on your screens, Alaska had an advantage in bench scoring and also in second chance points. That's why the game is only a 7-point ball game at this point.
Well, it could have been closer, especially on those second chance points, but Pochuino missed about 4 or 5 shots from point blank range. That time, Ruel Gomez caught for holding on to Ray Evangelista, who had the step on him.
Well, Alaska's using 3 guards in their offense and their defense, and of course, Coney Island has 3 big guys out there with Alvin Patrimonio, Jerry Codinera, and Ray Evangelista. So that's a matchup problem for Gomez against Evangelista.
It is a 7-point lead for Coney Island Ice Cream. Alvin Patrimonio inbounding to Jerry Codinera. Here's Frankie Lim up against Johnny Abarientos. Patrimonio is double teamed. There's the kick out to Glenn Capascio. Side steps. He's blocked by Bong Hawkins, but the ball stays on the Coney Island turf.
Winyo forgot the rebound that time. Alvin goes for a three-pointer again. He misses.
Look at Johnny.
Rebound.
Johnny Barrientos going for the rebound. Lastimosa pulls up. That is only the 5th point for Jonas in this ball game. Of course, it has been said that Giorgio Lastimosa has not yet fully recovered from an injury. So he's playing hurt. Jerry Codignana misses on the shot. Alvin Patrimonio puts it in.
Alvin must be boxed out because he's a very good offensive rebounder.
Of course, that's easier said than done.
You bet it is. That's why he's one of the leading rebounders in the league.
Back to a 7-point lead by Coney Island. Giorgio Lastimosa pops from the outside and misses. Glenn Capascio has it. Frankie Lim looks downstairs and finds Ray Evangelista. Coney Island trying to be patient in its offense, looking for the open man.
Well, Alaska has been very consistent. They're definitely double teaming anything down low in the post.
Yes, like so. But
Once
Patrimonio again.
Well, Hawkins is not boxing Alvin out. They're paying the price.
Fortunio coming down with the rebound, and Patrimonio trying to pick his pocket. Is called for his first personal foul. 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Still a 7-point lead for Coney Island at 43-36.
Well, the two coaches over there look pretty worried, but they are winning at this point of the game.
Johnny Barrientos. Lastimosa. Barrientos looking to score now. Barrientos with 12 in the game.
That's when Johnny becomes very, very tough to guard, when he's making that outside shot. Because you have to come out and play him a little bit closer, and then he can use his quickness to get to the basket.
He's going to drive on you.
It's going to be a holding foul on Winyo.
Yes, as he tried to prevent Jerry Codignana from getting anywhere near the paint. Coach Winyo picks up foul number 2. Alaska's now given up 3 team fouls as against only 1 by Coney Island with 8:36 to go in the third period.
For those who might be just tuning in, we're in the midst of a defensive struggle here as both teams seem to know what the other teams are about to do.
That's why we had that low scoring first half of 39-34. Right now, both squads have only scored 4 points apiece here in the third period.
Well, Alaska has 4 team fouls very early here in the third quarter. That may make a difference. Well, they're going to give them 2 shots to the basket. And
to the consternation of the Alaska team members, Coach Tim Cohn trying to appeal his case with referee Maglaya. Now Giorgio Lastimosa trying to make a clarification, but Ray Evangelista is already at the line.
Well, you can always argue your case, but they're never going to change it.
Yeah.
It's like written into stone.
We haven't had too many reversals, especially in such a call.
Yes, a judgment call.
Porchuino has it, the handoff to Johnny Barrientos. Lastimosa against Evangelista. Nice bounce pass to Hawkins.
A good call that time as Alvin Patrimonio had a good block upstairs, but he fouled Hawkins with the body.
Yes, there was a collision. Watch it here. Nice pass by Giorgio Lastimosa. Patrimonio coming out to help, and there's the collision. 8:06 to go in the third. 7-point lead for Coney Island. And some crucial free throws being missed here.
And you say crucial, not because it's the end of the game, but you can see that Coney Island really has they have the momentum, they have the style of game that they want to play right now, and Alaska really needs to hit all their foul shots and try to break that momentum. Coney Island certainly seems to be in control of the game at this moment.
Yes, now with a 6-point lead at 45-39. Glenn Capascio picks it up. Patrimonio. Oh, bad pass. Queenie almost lost it. Here comes Johnny Barrientos. Whoa! There's the hand of Gomez. Yes, well, he had to hit the shot.
Well, I always wonder how Johnny is able to see those people wide open as he's going to the basket. He must have great vision.
Peripheral vision,
20/20
yes.
vision, huh?
Yeah. Here's Alvin Patrimonio. The lead is down to 4. Ray Evangelista. Glenn Capascio. A very patient play by Coney Island, but they missed the shot. Johnny Abarrientos with a loose ball recovery. Abarrientos into the front court. He's got a dish off. Oh, Lastimosa. You never know what this guy's got to do.
You can see the entire floor. He's very quick with the basketball, and he's dangerous in the open floor.
And the lead is down to 2.
Well, now Alaska's getting a few fast breaks of their own. Great move by Jerry.
Touch hit by Jerry Cordillera.
Winyo committed the cardinal sin that time, giving up the baseline.
Coney Island has been successful so far in keeping Alaska at bay. Alaska has not had a taste of the lead, but they've been precariously close. Ruel Gomez. Oh, lost the handle on the basketball there on the dribble.
One dribble too many that time.
Frankie Lim's pass. Tapped away by Giorgio Lastimosa. He's on coming in together with Ravenna for Capascio and Evangelista.
Well, Coach Tim Cone talking to Raul Gomez, telling him to take the short jump shot next time.
It looks like Alvin Patrimonio's mouth is bleeding.
Well, unless they can stop the bleeding, he might have to come out of the basketball game.
They've applied a swab of cotton there. 6 minutes and 27 seconds remaining here in the third period. A 4-point lead for Coney Island Ice Cream. And a baseline inbound for them. Bong Ravenna.
Once again, the double team.
Giorgio Lastimosa forcing Patrimonio to that jump.
Certainly, Alaska had a game plan coming into this ball game, and they've been executing defensively for Coach Tim Cone. And you can say they only have 43 points in this game, but Coney Island only has 47. We're in the middle of this third quarter.
As he said, Alaska is sticking to its game plan, and it's kept them in this ball game.
He's got to box Alvin out after he shoots.
Jerry Cordillera. Inside pass to Vince. He's on ball. Hawkins finally says enough. Johnny Abarrientos spots Ruel Gomez.
Well, Gomez will probably buy Johnny a dinner after this game, as Johnny's really setting him up for good shots.
I was just thinking, it must feel good to have Johnny Abarrientos as your teammate. Tough luck, however, that pass a bit too high for Bong Hawkins to control. Meantime, we have a timeout called by Sean Reyes. Okay. You're back with us here at the Cuneta Astrodome. 5 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And Alaska trying to close in on Coney Island Ice Cream, but they just turned the ball over, Norman.
Yes, that's been happening tonight. Every time they get close to Coney Island, they have a chance to seize the lead, or at least tie the game. They make a turnover.
Alvin Patrimonio fakes off ball. Sueño.
That's exactly what we were discussing during the timeout.
And that can really get very frustrating. Alaska could sense it. They could smell the possibility of their getting over the hump. They have not had a taste of the lead. All of a sudden, Alvin Patrimonio now has a three-point play opportunity and the chance to put Coney Island on top by 5 again. And so it is. So they are.
A struggle because Alaska has never really been down by very many points.
Yes.
5, 6, 7. But every time they get a chance to get very, very close, Coney Island pulls away again.
Here's Porchuino. Johnny Abarrientos. Hawkins.
A great execution that time. Great patience by the Alaska team.
And the lead is down to 3 again. Frankie Lim almost, yes, steps on the baseline. And that because of the pesky presence of Johnny Barrientos, who just made life miserable for Frankie Lim. Here he doesn't have the steal, but he just stays there.
Yes. Frankie stepped on the line that time. Well, Johnny started off very quickly in this conference, and he cooled off for a few games, but he seems to be back to his old self now.
Or is he ever? Georgia Lastimosa inside. Barrientos recovers the pass. Gomez up against Vince Hizon. Inside pass broken up by Bong Ravena. Here's Alvin Patrimonio. Vince Hizon. Inside pass to Patrimonio. Doesn't have much space to work with. Hizon, outside shot, no go, and Hawkins taps the ball over to Georgia Lastimosa. Here comes Johnny Barrientos. Ruel Gomez, Araneta. Soft shot is no good.
Well, the pace of the game has quickened.
Much too quick for Alvin Patrimonio. There were a lot of white shirts inside the blue paint. Johnny Barrientos! Oh, you can feel it coming.
Maybe Johnny is the reason why the game has quickened. And he seems to be in his element when he can push the basketball up the floor.
I'd have to say amen to that. Just a 1-point lead now for Coney Island. This is the closest that Alaska has come. We have had no deadlocks. We have had no Alaska leads. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Ravena is open. And Araneta gets to the rebound out to Johnny Barrientos. Oh, side-stepping move! Johnny Barrientos puts an ice on his team. That is the 15th point of Johnny Barrientos. Here's steal by Georgia Lastimosa, stricken by Barrientos. Lastimosa inside the paint, banging bodies with Ravena. No foul. Then Alex Araneta could not hang on to it. Meantime, we've got a couple of substitutions here for Coney Island Ice Cream. Olsen Rosella coming in together with Manny Victorino.
Well, Johnny may be small in height, but
Oh,
he's a big man here tonight. He has taken total control of this basketball game, Ed.
well, he is just a pleasure to watch, Coach Norman.
And he's
Alaska's
certainly
a
a crowd favorite.
Oh, yeah. Very patient offense by Coney Island. Manny Victorino is fouled by Georgia Lastimosa, and he will be sent to the line. Second personal on Lastimosa. We have a timeout by Alaska. And look at the field goals here in the third quarter. Coney Island only managing 4 of 15.
Things have changed around here in the second half as Alaska's red hot and Coney Island has cooled off. The good thing going for Alaska right now is the fact that they picked up 4 team fouls in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter, but up to now, Coney Island has not been able to take advantage of it. This is the first time, but that was in the act of shooting.
Manny Victorino at the line. And he ties up the count at 51, but he has one more shot.
Well, obviously, Johnny has been creating havoc out here on the basketball court, both defensively and offensively. He has quickened the pace of the game as Manny Victorino misses his second foul shot.
51 all. Johnny Barrientos orchestrating play for Alaska Milk. Georgia Lastimosa surveying the lay of the land. Johnny taking it to Olsen Rosella, and the foul is going to be called on Olsen.
I'm sure Olsen has one task when he entered the basketball game, and that's to try to slow down Johnny.
That's some task.
It's like trying to box out Alvin Patrimonio.
Yeah.
2 of the best players that we have in the PBA now. Johnny and
definitely,
Alvin.
definitely. For Hawkins has it at left court against Manny Victorino. Hawkins taking it strong inside, misses the shot, loose ball. Araneta.
Alaska, just like in the first half, on the offensive boards, creating second chance points for themselves.
Well, they led in that department even in the first half, but they were trailing by 5. Olsen Rosella shaking off Barrientos. Manny Victorino against Hawkins.
Yeah, 7 seconds left on the shot clock once again.
Down to 2. Oh.
They better make it. Yeah,
Whoa.
great shot by Rosella. Under pressure that time.
Big break there for Coney Island Ice Cream. We thought that they issued one pass too many, but luckily for them, Olsen Rosella beat them to it. Fast break points here, 12-0 in favor of Alaska.
That's exactly what we were talking about.
Nice
Jojo forced that shot. They don't really have to do that because they've been getting very good shots at the basket.
And there were 3 big guys inside, 3 blue-shirted guys to take care of the rebound for Coney Island. He's on to Rosella. Whoa. And Araneta taps it over to Hawkins. Here comes Johnny Barrientos. People are kept guessing as to what he's going to do next. Not only is he good in putting up those points, but he's good at spotting the men who can shoot for them.
I think what you have to do when you play with Johnny is just to spread the floor out and run the lanes. He'll break down the middle and he'll get you that ball on the side for easy shots. The good thing about Johnny is he passes you the ball where you just have to shoot it. You really don't have to dribble.
That's true. That's why we were saying he's a joy to be a teammate. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's going to be goaltending.
Yes. Jerry
good hustle by Jerry, yeah. Good hustle. You can't really fault him on that one.
Erwin Costello is in for Jojo Lastimosa. June Reyes is also coming in for Johnny Barrientos with 39.2 seconds remaining in the third. He needs all the rest he can get.
But you can imagine Johnny will not be over there too long.
Yes.
The way he's playing in this basketball game. Maybe he'll take a couple minutes rest and come right back in the game.
Here's Costello. Alaska is up by 2.
Now, shot selection should be very key for this particular team for Alaska.
Down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. That wasn't a very good shot.
That's going to be a foul, and they're in the penalty, so that's a rookie mistake there.
Yes, Costello challenging Manny Victorino for possession as he sent 2 shots. By the way, the Miss Universe fever is on. Join the 1994 Miss Universe candidates and the PBA stars when they get together at the premier party place. That's at Faces. Oh, a treat here. The Miss Universe candidates and the PBA stars. That's on Thursday, this coming Thursday, May 5, from 7 to 11 p.m. And
are you going to be there, Ed?
Oh, I wouldn't miss it for anything. Are you going to be there?
Are you there to see the PBA stars or the
both
Miss Universe candidates?
It's a cultural thing.
Okay.
At least that's what I told my wife. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. 14.4 seconds to go here in the third quarter. We're deadlocked at 55.
Of course, Alaska wants the last shot on this play. There's only 5 seconds left in the quarter. It's going to be John Cardell's shot.
And they're not going to beat the buzzer, so we're going to be going to square one when we come back for the start of the fourth quarter. Alaska Milk and Coney Island Ice Cream. Good evening. This is Ed Pixon together with Coach Norman Black for Vintage Sports. Bong Ravena has it for Coney Island. Manny Victorino fouled in the active shooting, so 2 shots for him. Alex Araneta already has 4 personal fouls.
That should be a concern for Coach Tim Coe. You can see the scoring by quarters there. Coney Island getting the better the first quarter. Alaska coming back in the second and also the third.
And we started off this fourth quarter with a deadlocked score at 55 all. Manny making most of his points from the free throw line.
Well, Coach Tim Cohn came up with a full court man-to-man press that time, and Manny Victorino was able to get behind it. There's Alvin again. He must be boxed out. He's the best offensive rebounder in the league.
You've been saying that all night, but it seems that nobody's listening.
Well, even with my team, it seems that nobody's listening sometimes.
Or it's really that difficult.
Yes. You have to face guard him to box him out.
Here he comes. That pass, though, deflected by Bong Hawkins, saved by June Reyes. Here's Reyes. Forward to Hawkins. Yes.
Great concentration by Hawkins, and three Coney Island players tried to block that shot.
2-point lead now by Alaska Milk at 57 to 55.
Well, what Alaska has going for them right now is if they can just hold this lead for a while, and then Johnny gets back into the ball game, they should be in pretty good shape here in the fourth quarter.
Ray Evangelista. Here's Bong Ravenna. 4 seconds on their shot clock. Manny puts it up from the outside, and it goes.
No, offensive foul was called by Ledesma. Coach Chet Reyes can't believe it, but
the whistle was blown just before he took the shot.
maybe we can see that one again. Maybe he kicked out his legs when he took the shot. Yes, he did. Oh, he also sent the fist to Arnetta's face that time.
So the score stays at 57-55 in favor of Alaska.
You can honestly say that Alaska has done a great job of executing their offense here in the second half.
Oh, yes, that they have. Hawkins missing the outside shot, and Manny Victorino for the rebound off to Richie Tixon. Ravenna, low posting is Evangelista, kicks it out to Richie. Manny Victorino stops, goes into the wrong hands. Bong Hawkins runs over Ray Evangelista. June Reyes back to Hawkins.
And one. Have an opportunity for a three-point play.
Bong Hawkins certainly senses that it's his turn to take on the offensive chores as Johnny Barrientos is resting on the bench.
But he did something that you really want your big men to do. You don't really want them to dribble the basketball up the court. Get it to the point guard, fill the lane. The point guard will get it back to you, and you'll have a chance for a three-point play. At least sometimes.
Well, this time, Bong Hawkins has the opportunity as Glenn Capascia is sent back in the game by Coach Chet Reyes.
Yes, Bong Hawkins is the inside threat for this Alaska team. He's on his way to matching his average.
So it's now a 5-point lead by Alaska Milk, 60-55. Remember, they were only able to get the lead here in the second half of play.
Well, Glenn Capascia is back in the game for Coney Island now, and it's going to be a foul called on John Cardell.
Second personal on Jonathan Cardell. Both Alaska and Coney Island now have 2 team fouls.
So what a difference a halftime break makes.
Oh.
Because Coney Island was dominating the shooting percentages in the first half, and now Alaska has a big advantage here in the second half.
Well, back in the third quarter, Barrientos issued 6 assists by himself, whereas Coney Island struggled with 3 as a team. Frank Gidim left open in three-point coverage. That was way offline.
The defense of Alaska is really clicking at this point. Another stat that we should mention from the third quarter is the fact that Alaska outscored Coney Island 14-0 on fast breaks.
Oh, yes, that was a big one for Alaska Milk. The other way around in the second quarter, in the first half, when Coney Island stepped on the pedal, or the gas pedal. Hawkins taking on Patrimonio one-on-one. Nice fake. Patrimonio stays with it.
Well, Bong Hawkins is asking for a foul on that play. No foul was called, but the good thing happening for Alaska is the fact that Lastimosa and Johnny are on the bench right now, but they're increasing their lead.
That inbounds pass, however. Olsen Rosella scrambling for it. Jerry Cordillera unable to hang on. Let's see. Referee Maglaya calls it in favor of Coney Island.
I think it should be Alaska's basketball, yes.
He's reversing himself.
And
watch the slow-mo here.
You can believe that the coaches really respect when the referees recognize they made a mistake and they change it.
Bong Hawkins has it against Patrimonio. Reyes is open. Araneta keeps it alive.
Good patience by Reyes after the offensive rebound. Good patience.
Try pass inside to Cardell. Wait a minute.
Well, Coach Ledesma had a choice there. He could have called a foul, but instead he called it out on the Coney Island team.
So it's going to be a baseline inbound for Alaska. Lastimosa. Back to Reyes. Hawkins. Oh, difficult move there. June Reyes to Hawkins, and we have a timeout. Over 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter, and Coney Island has not yet scored in this period. Alaska Milk has scored 7 unanswered points, all of them from Bong Hawkins.
Yes, Bong Hawkins has done a very good job offensively. Reyes has done a good job setting up the offense for the Alaska team, but it's been their defense that has really been stopping the Coney Island team cold here in the fourth quarter. John Cardell's going to pick up another foul. It's going to be his 3rd personal foul. And once again, Alaska's getting into foul trouble very early.
Yes, which is also what happened back in the 3rd period, but they were able to nurse that, and Coney Island was unable to cash in on the early foul trouble of Alaska Milk back in the 3rd. It is a 7-point lead by Alaska Milk at 62 to 55.
Well, they're going to try to post up Frankie Lim.
But there's the double team. Oh, quick switching defense here by Alaska. Over the top for automatic turnover, and Coach Tim Cohn looking very satisfied with the defense.
I always get questions of, like the media people, they always say, your team's a little bit predictable. How can you change up so you're not so predictable? And everybody knows what Coney Island's going to do. They're going to post you up, play power basketball with you. Alaska has prepared tonight and have done a good job doubling down against the post players for Coney Island.
Jojo Lastimosa missing the shot, and Ray Evangelista for the rebound. Off to Frankie Lim. Back to Evangelista. And they go to Jerry Cordillera.
Double team.
Frankie Lim from the outside.
Now that's normally the shot that will kill you if you leave Frankie open out there.
Well, a couple of times it went in back in the first half for Frankie. But so far here in the second half, no such success. But Jerry Cordillera hits the outside shot.
Yes, you would have to say that Jerry is probably the best outside shooting big man we have in the league right now.
And that certainly is a big bonus for Coney Island. Cutting the lead down to 5. Inside pass by Lastimosa is broken up by Ray Evangelista. And it's going to be called as an advantage foul. Meantime, we've got our Motorite brake fluid fast break from the first half of play. This is how it happened. Bong Ravenna, one of those big dashes to the front. Oh, look at that hop.
That's a beautiful move. That'll probably make the top 10, Ed.
Oh, yes. Certainly will get my vote. That's the Motorite brake fluid fast break of the game, as we have Glenn Capaccio at the line now. That happened in the first half. We are in the fourth quarter of this ball game. 7 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the match, and it's down to a 4-point lead. And the applause is for Coach Tim Cohn's move of dispatching Johnny Abarrientos to the scorer's table. He's going to come in the next dead ball situation.
Well, the last 2 times down, Alaska forced up a shot by JoJo, and then there was a turnover, so.
Jun Reyes is open. Oh, they just let him take the shot.
Well, the big man did not step up that time. Jun Reyes has also been playing quite well in this conference. He really has his confidence this year.
Jojo Lastimosa with an ear steal. Glenn Capaccio dives for it. Jerry Cordillera has it. Nobody is called for the traveling violation. And Coach Chot Reyes gesturing to Jerry Cordillera, you should have given up the ball.
Well, Coach Chot Reyes said before the game, yes, he should have. Coach Chot Reyes said before the game that Alaska would have to play very well to beat them tonight. And Alaska has played quite well.
That is correct. But we still have a long way to go. 7:04 remaining in the fourth period. Johnny Abarrientos is back in the game. He's up against Frankie Lim. There's the dish off. Lastimosa's baseline drive. Oh, big block by Bong Ravenna.
You have to give Bong Ravenna credit. He's been playing great defense against JoJo.
Glenn Capaccio. Back to Frankie Lim. Here's Ray Evangelista. Cordillera's pass bounced off Jun Reyes.
And you had to wonder when Alvin was going to come back in the basketball game. And
look at the numbers on Johnny Abarrientos. Already a double-double.
People don't realize it, but Johnny's also a very good rebounder for his size. He averages over 4 rebounds a game.
By the way, Huino is back in for Bong Hawkins on the Alaska side. 4 seconds on the shot clock of Coney. Evangelista's pass broken up by Jojo Lastimosa. Here comes Johnny Abarrientos. He came from nowhere.
Once again, Coney Island getting down quickly on defense. Reyes from the corner.
Araneta and Cordillera contesting the rebound. And it'll stay with Alaska as Ray Evangelista ran out of real estate.
I tell you, Ed, hustle can really make a difference in the game. Look at Johnny Abarrientos. He forces this this play on Ray Evangelista. Hustle can really make a big difference in the game.
Alex Araneta has it to Johnny Barrientos. Well, those things don't show up on the stats. Araneta missing a big one at point blank range.
He had Alvin Patrimonio in front of him that time.
5-point lead by Alaska. Patrimonio. There's the curl. He is inside. Glenn Capaccio. Ray Evangelista yo-yos the shot, and he's going to pick up a foul.
Well, Chet Reyes is on the floor right now wondering where's the fouls. How come they're not being called?
Right there, Pochuino picks up his 4th personal foul.
Well, there could have been a couple of fouls called there. One of them on Jerry, one on Araneta. Finally, Munoz going to pick up the foul.
Ray Evangelista muffed both charities earlier on. Evangelista only has 5 points in the game, but he's been doing his share on rebounds and loose ball recoveries.
It's becoming more and more difficult to score 100 points in the PBA. And
oh, yeah, that's great notice.
64-61 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game.
A lot of people have noticed that, Norman. The scores are getting lower and lower as Ray Evangelista comes up with a steal. Big steal by Ray Evangelista. That cuts the Alaska lead down to 1 point. 5:35 remaining in the ball game. We have a timeout. We've got a ball game in our hands, Coach Norman Black. 64
point game.
Yes, 64-63 in favor of Alaska. They have possession. 5:20 to go in the ball game. Johnny Barrientos off to Giorgio Lastimosa. Lastimosa trying to get around Evangelista. He puts it up, and it goes in.
Well, Jojo's been trying to score those baskets, but that's the first time he was able to score, as Frankie Lim and Wino are starting to have words with one another.
And a delay of game warning is called.
Well, Frankie's a pretty strong player, but maybe he might not want to swing at Wino.
No, not at Wino.
Let's see what happened down there.
Oh.
Frankie Lim's coming to the rescue of Alvin Patrimonio, I guess.
I see.
Who got hit in the head with the basketball.
Well, all in the name of intensity. Here's Glenn Capaccio.
Well, you know where they're going right now, as Araneta's going to pick up a foul, and they are in penalty.
He did anticipate the pass to Alvin Patrimonio, but Patrimonio just too quick for him. And Araneta now has 5 personal fouls. As you said, penalty situation here for Alaska Milk. Bong Hawkins comes back in for Araneta.
Well, you tell your players when you guard Alvin Patrimonio to try to deny him the basketball. Bend your knees as much as possible, because he always runs around with his knees bent. But the guy is giving you all types of moves. He's a very strong player. Very difficult to guard.
Alvin closes the gap once more. It is 66-64. 66-65, a 1-point lead for Alaska Milk. 4 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Lastimosa. Quino against Codinera. There's the pass to Johnny Barrientos.
Yeah, he's isolated.
4 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Hawkins taking it inside. Loose ball picked up by Glenn Capaccio. And Coach Chot Reyes asking why they had to call the 25-second violation.
Well, you have to wonder why they called that one, because Coney Island already had the basketball and were on their way down the floor.
And when we heard the buzzer, it looked like Coney Island already had possession.
Well, obviously, the team that can handle the pressure here at the end game is going to win this one.
Oh, yes. It's as close as it can get. 1-point lead by Alaska. Here's Patrimonio's curl. And referee Chua will call the foul on Bong Hawkins.
Well, I think Coach Tim Cone might be saying, why call it now? They've been bumping and pushing on Alvin the entire night, and now at the crucial part of the game, the referees are starting to call the fouls. That's what we ask from the referees, to be consistent in their calls.
Alvin just missed the free throw.
And we have a tied ball game.
Yes. This is only the fourth deadlock of the game. The first one came at 51 all. Remember that Coney Island, for the most part of the game, led it until sometime in the third quarter when Alaska was able to take the lead at 51-50.
Well, Ray Evangelista is playing pretty good defense against
Jojo,
yes.
Yes.
As Alaska keeps trying to isolate and go to him.
And Estimosa didn't get the shot. 1 second on the shot clock.
And Gomez is going to be fouled by Frankie Lim.
Yes.
Glenn Capaccio.
Big break there for Alaska Milk since time had already run down on them. Right here. Yes, it was Glenn Capaccio on top of Ruel Gomez.
Well, you can say this is a low-scoring game, Ed, but you have to appreciate this because almost all shots are being contested. I mean, there are no open shots, no easy shots here tonight. The double teams are coming. When people are taking their jump shots, they have hands in their faces. Both teams are really getting at it. They're really going after it.
And now we don't see too many fast breaks either, as opposed to the second and third quarters.
That's correct. Both teams are getting back on defense very quickly.
Back to a 2-point lead by Alaska. Capaccio has it.
And the disadvantage for Alaska is they're in penalty right now, and any foul will mean 2 foul shots.
Yes. Ray Evangelista trying to take it against Ruel Gomez. Can't get inside.
Yes.
As the handoff to Patrimonio. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Big rebound by Pochuino. Off to Johnny Abarientos. Abarientos into the front court, looking around. Gives it to Jojo Lastimosa. Ruel Gomez inside to Wini. What a pass to Ball Hawkins! Great pass by Pochuino.
That's a super pass coming from the rookie.
And the third personal foul of Alvin Patrimonio. We have a timeout by Coney Island. 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in this ball game between Alaska and Coney Island. You see Alaska in the lead by 4 points, 70-66. Certainly a very exciting ball game here between these two ball clubs. We expected that, but there were several times back in the first quarter when Coney Island threatened to break away. They led by as many as 12 points, but Alaska kept coming back and just stayed within striking distance. They took the lead back here, or back in the third quarter. Now they are on top by 4 at 70-66.
Well, Alaska got off to a slow start offensively, but their defense has held up, and now they're starting to score.
And they're up by 5. Ray Evangelista has it. 2 minutes and 57 seconds remaining. Here's Frankie Lim against Johnny Abarientos. Glenn Capaccio is open for a 3. No. That was a big gamble there.
Well, it's great if it goes in.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't, it's pretty demoralizing.
Especially with the time running down like this. 2:36 to go. 5-point lead for Alaska Milk. Pochuino, top of the key.
Well, expect Alaska to really execute their plays, try to use the clock, but be aggressive offensively.
3 seconds left on the shot clock. Johnny Abarientos will have to put it up. Oh.
Should have shot it.
Was unaware of the shot clock.
Well, I think JoJo had to do a better job of knowing the clock because he did have the ball in his hands, and maybe he should have been the one to take the shot.
Here's Frankie Lim. Patrimonio inside the keyhole. Nice curl, but it won't go. Jerry Cordillera loses possession. Alvin Patrimonio. And Gomez is going to be called for a foul. And the Alaska bench is up in arms as we go into the last 2 minutes of the game. Brought to you by Emperador Brandy. Dito na tayo sa totoo, Emperador Brandy. Gomez with 3.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but when Alvin misses a shot, and when he takes the shot, you really have to concentrate on boxing him out. You can see here, he's right in the middle of this pack trying to get the basketball, while all the other Coney Island players are just standing.
Well, that's his territory. You know he's going to be operating there. But as we said earlier, that's easier said than done. Alvin cuts the lead down to 4. This guy played his last couple of games with a fever. And now he cuts the lead down to 3. A timeout by Tim Cone. Last 2 minutes time here in this ball game between Coney Island Ice Cream and Alaska Milk. Score standing at 71-68. A precarious 3-point lead here by Alaska Milk. And Ruel Gomez just gave up a foul on Alvin Patrimonio. Alaska has been in the penalty for quite some time now. Coney Island only with 4 team fouls, and each team has 2 timeouts to call. How does it look to you, Coach Norman?
Well, obviously this play for Alaska is very important. They really have to execute, try to get 2 points, put some distance between them and Coney Island. Otherwise, Coney Island will have a chance to at least come within 1 or tie up the ball game.
Alvin Patrimonio just closed the gap to 3 at 71-68.
Well, good job by Coney Island, making Alaska run a lot of time off this shot clock.
The Jojo Lastimosa is open. Goes
Crucial, yes. Crucial shot by JoJo.
73-68, the 5-point lead by Alaska. We have a timeout by Chot Reyes. Just a minute and 38 seconds remaining, and Alaska Milk is on top by 5 at 73-68. Remember, Alaska's in the penalty. Coney Island has 1 more foul to give.
You can expect they'll probably try to get the basketball in the hands of Alvin Patrimonio.
Oh!
Turnover.
Oh, big error there on the part of Coney Island as the ball slipped by the hands of Jerry Cordillera. Look at this.
Austin Rosella is going to check into the ball game. That's a big boo-boo right there.
Yeah.
Costly error.
With that much time remaining, 137, a 5-point lead by Alaska Milk at 73-68. Bong Hawkins.
Well, Alaska has to try to run the time down as much as possible without committing an error.
Hawkins has it. They've got 11 on the shot clock. Hawkins finally lets go. Alex Araneta going for the rebound, and there's going to be a foul called on Rey Evangelista.
This might be one of the bad times that Coney Island's not in the penalty, because now Alaska has a chance to run 25 more seconds off that clock.
Which now reads only 1 minute and 19 seconds. Ruel Gomez is sent in for Alex Araneta.
That's a good substitution, because you know if Alaska scores, Coney Island's going to call a timeout.
Right. And then you can make your adjustments.
Now they have 1 more scorer in the game.
First 25-second shot clock here for Alaska. Coney Island now in the penalty. Johnny Abarientos gets it back to Jojo Lastimosa. Lastimosa inside, hesitated a bit.
Well, he took that shot a little bit too early. There was still 13 seconds left on the shot clock. It gives Coney Island another chance in this basketball game.
Olsen Bracella gets away. And it's down to a 3-point lead by Alaska with 55 seconds to go. We have a timeout by Alaska. Going down the wire again here. 55.7 seconds remaining in the ball game. Alaska Milk with a precarious 3-point lead at 73-70. Good evening. This is Ed Pixon together with Norman Black for Vintage Sports coverage of this exciting basketball game. Here comes Johnny Abarientos. Running the whole length of the floor.
And he's going to be fouled by Austin Rosella.
Only 4 seconds chopped off the game clock. Penalty situation for Coney Island, so 2 shots for Johnny Abarientos.
Well, that wasn't a bad move that time by the Coney Island team. If you're going to foul, you want to foul right away, so at least you put some pressure on Johnny Abarientos on the foul line and you get the basketball back without using too much time.
This ball game can still swing either way.
Well, Araneta is checked back in the game for Reyes for defensive purposes. Maybe Coach Tim Cohn is thinking that Coach Chot Reyes will not call a timeout.
Abarientos very calmly sinks the first free throw. Well, we're having Jerry Cordillera come back in.
Yes, maybe the guy you have to watch out for is Olsen Rosella, because last time he just got the basketball and went straight to the basket. The guy is loaded with energy.
Well, nobody paid him any mind, and he struck.
They missed the second foul shot. It's a 4-point game.
Yes. Patrimonio with a big rebound. Here's Frankie Dem. Rey Evangelista has it. Back to Frankie. Oh, Johnny Abarientos with a steal! Just when you least expect it, Johnny Abarientos hits you.
Well, they've been double and triple teaming Patrimonio the whole night, and I guess Johnny has sealed out choice for best player of this basketball game.
All right, 33.4 seconds remaining.
Well, that steal is starting to send the fans to the exits here.
Yes.
At the Astrodome.
A 4-point lead by Alaska. Could be more from Bong Hawkins. Oh,
it's not quite over yet. Maybe those fans will stop in there.
A lot of them stopped dead in their tracks.
That's right. Well, he really needs this one, and even then it's not over. It's a 2-possession game for the Coney Island team right now. They need 2 possessions to either tie or try to win this game. Oh, he misses both.
Hawkins misses both, but they get the offensive rebound, courtesy of Portuino.
Well, he's going to have another chance to go back to the line.
But there are still 30.5 seconds left. And Hawkins.
We also have to give Wino a lot of credit here tonight. He's been very quiet, but he certainly has been a force on the offensive boards. And it's very obvious that this kid is very, very strong.
Hawkins, a 79% free throw shooter going to this ballgame. That's pretty respectable.
That's a pretty good percentage from there as he hits the first one.
I meant respectable, of course. One more for Bong Hawkins. They have a 5-point lead with 30 seconds to go. And Alex Araneta has the offensive rebound
again.
The breaks going Alaska's way in the closing seconds of this game.
Not a very good shot by JoJo that time. Maybe he should have just run the clock out.
Now the Patrimonio will go for the 3. And here comes
the rebound. That should just about seal the victory. A well-played game here tonight, a defensive struggle. Both teams should be pretty proud.
Portuino is still missing those shots at point-blank range. Finally got it to go on the second try.
I think he just wanted the offensive rebound, Ed.
He's happy with the offensive rebound, and he has done his share. It is a 7-point lead by Alaska Milk, and this has certainly made the semifinal round even more.